Did you know that a single contract clause can cost an athlete or an entertainer millions? Today, I'm going to break down the 5 most common mistakes that most athletes and entertainers make when they enter into these contracts and how you can avoid them. Let's get into it. Number 1, the artist themselves or the athlete themselves goes before these organizations with no legal representation. They go by themselves, or they go with their manager, or they go with their agents, of whom are not attorneys. Some people do have managers and agents who are attorneys, but oftentimes they're not. If your agent is there to do the job of being an agent, then that's what they're in there in that capacity. If your manager is there, but you need an attorney, do not sign anything or agree to anything verbally unless you have legal representation with you. I cannot be more emphatic when I state that, because here's the problem. Here's what I've seen in my experience. Here's what I've seen. These athletes or these entertainers, they go before these networks, these studios, or these record labels, or these athletic organizations, and they sign something, and then 5-10 years later, they're complaining about what they actually signed and agreed to. And now they're trying to hire an attorney to get them out of said deal. Let me tell you how problematic that is. Number 1, it's costly. Hiring an attorney to litigate your situation, to get you out of what you agreed to, it is a monumental Herculean task. It's better to just get you a lawyer up front and pay those legal fees as opposed to the amount of fees you're going to pay in litigation. Litigation is costly, it's lengthy, it's cumbersome. I cannot be more emphatic when I state that. That's why it is imperative that you have a lawyer with you before you agree to anything. Because let me tell you, whether you're playing for a university, or you're signing something for a university, or you're signing something for a professional team, or you're signing something for a record label, TV network, whatever, those organizations had several attorneys to draw those contracts up. And here you are coming in there by yourself. You need at least one lawyer with you to help you do that. So that's one of the biggest mistakes. So that's first and foremost. Number 2, the second biggest mistake is not understanding the rights in your contract. Again, this goes back to number 1. A good attorney, a good sports and entertainment law attorney, will actually sit there and break down each term and condition of the contract. First of all, they're going to explain to you what a contract is. Most people don't even know what a contract is, at least not legally. They think they do, but they don't. And the only definition that matters of what a contract is the one that we learned in law school, on the bar exam, and practicing law, because the judge is going to refer to that definition, not your own definition. So I tell people all the time, man, you have to get an attorney to break that down. So, but the biggest thing is they don't understand what is actually being said in these contracts. They're not understanding their rights. For instance, music artist goes to a record label, signs paperwork. He said, "Oh, I'm signed with Universal, Warner Brothers, or whomever," right? They sign with all, but they don't understand what they just signed. Did you just assign all of your intellectual property, all of your songs over to this record label? Did you give them control of your masters? Do you even know what a masters is? Do you know what a royalty is? Do you know what any of this stuff means? Typically, they don't. Typically, most artists don't even know what an advance means, or a recruit or recoup, or what any of these things mean. They don't understand. That is a huge, huge mistake, because I promise you, later on down the line, you're going to hear people complaining about, "Oh, this wasn't fair and that wasn't fair." Well, we've all heard stories about several entertainers who complain about what they signed and how they didn't understand the nature of it. Well, that will go back to number 1. And your good sports entertainment attorney will break that down for you. Stop trying to negotiate these contracts on your own. That's not where you shine. You are the athlete. You are the creative. You are the entertainer. You're the artist. Focus on that. You let people like myself focus on the legalities of your rights and what you're going to be agreeing to and not agreeing to and negotiating with. That's what we do. Number 3, are there unfair revenue splits? Now, typically what happens is when artists sign these deals, right? They don't understand who gets what, right? What's the splits? I think even Kendrick Lamar or somebody said, talk about your splits when he was going back and forth with the whole Kendrick Lamar Drake battle. Let's talk about your splits. If you don't understand what a split is legally, how can you understand if your split is fair or uneven in the first place? But understand though, that's the thing, that's the key. You want to know if the split is going to be fair, reasonable, and even. That's a big one. That's number 3. Number 4, long term. How many deals is your contracts? Typically, I know in professional football these days, they typically don't sign too many rookies to too many long-term deals. Typically, rookie deals go anywhere between 3 to 4 years for a certain amount of money. Same thing with the NBA, hockey. However, I do, and I have seen a lot of music artists still signing these long-term deals. They sign 10 album deals, or they sign 20-year deals. Or even worse, they sign perpetual deals. Man, I cannot be more emphatic. You do not and you should not be signing anything that gives away something perpetually. That is not the way to go. You definitely want to have some type of break in between a contract agreement, what's going on between you and the organization that you're contracting with. These long-term deals, I mean, you may be happy to be there for the first year, maybe the first 2-3 years, but what happens after year 5, year 6, year 7? Even some of your top athletes, they have broken their deals and gone somewhere else because they thought they were going to be in one place forever. They said, oh, I don't like it anymore because we have a new GM, we have a new owner, we have a new manager, or whatever. The record label's been bought out by a new company. I think Paramount just got bought out by Skydance, and then they want to move. Long-term deals should be shunned. You want to get something that's fair and reasonable, give you time to grow and develop, and then possibly move on like some of the more smarter artists have done. Number 5, the impact of an endorsement deal, not considering future brand options. Listen, you can get an endorsement deal, or for a lot of college athletes, they can get NIL deals, but you got to consider what these deals encapsulates, what it entails. Are they exclusive? Are they non-reciprocal? Are they for a short term? Or what are the terms that are in it? I mean, you gotta be considering what this deal is going to do for you in your future, and how is it going to affect future opportunities. That's a big deal. I mean, but people sign things for whatever reason. They just sign them because, like I've heard several entertainers say, well, I signed this deal because I just needed to pay my rent. Or I signed this deal because I wanted to get this amount of money and they were offering this and I wanted to work with that person. But you didn't understand with signing this deal, how's it going to affect future deals, or how's it going to affect your future contracts. All these things mean something. So anyway, that's your 5 basic mistakes that I see in the world of sports entertainment. Those 5 things. Be very careful out there, man. Listen. If you're an athlete or an entertainer or a creator, understanding these 5 tips can save you a lot of headache, not to mention millions of dollars of who owns what and how you get paid, when you should get paid, how much you should be getting paid, etc. Understanding these 5 tips. Now, if you found this video to be very helpful, hit me up in the comments below, or reach out to me, and you want to book a consultation with me, and I can give you more detailed insight.